Hello guys, and welcome to a new video posted on my channel. Today, finally, we are going to be looking at all of the building contest maps that were submitted for the competition. So, this building contest started on the 1st of January, and it is now the 28th of February as of this release of the video. And we're finally here, we're finally doing this. The reason why it took so long is because it took me a long time just to look at some people's maps because I needed extra time because of like problems getting online and stuff like that. But we're finally here and we're going to look at all of the maps that are in this contest. So, there's not too many maps in this contest, but there's an okay amount. We've got a map submitted by Lapapa. A map submitted by El Animal, and I think it's 2 or 3 games submitted by Sonic with some help from Steven, CJustMC. But we'll get into that when we see the maps. But anyway, if you don't know what the building contest is, it was where people had to build a game in Minecraft, whether that was a video game or a board game or like a mobile game or anything, and they had to implement it in Minecraft, and that's what they had to do for a month, well 2 months I guess, because it's pretty much 2 months since the contest started. But yeah, we're finally here, and I can't wait to see all of these maps. I mean, I've already seen them all, I just can't wait for you guys to see them. So yeah, the way this video is going to work out is I'm going to be ranking the maps, and I'll be giving them a score out of 30, which is set up in 3 like scores out of 10, with one of them being the score for design of the game, one of them being for the gameplay, and another being for how well it's how close it is to the actual game it's based off. So yeah, that's how we're gonna rank it. So yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's see what, in my opinion, was the worst map, was the worst implemented game of this building contest. In 4th place was Ducktendo's map, well, one of them, because he actually submitted 2, but the one that came in last place was his Super Smash Bros. Game that he implemented. So, with both of Sonic's builds, and it's always been with pretty much every time Sonic has entered my building contests, like especially this one and the Capture the Tower one, he just submits lots of maps and doesn't really put a lot of effort into one, which means that like the maps themselves aren't really that good. And I know I'm being a bit harsh, but it is true. So his Super Smash Bros. Map, he didn't really have a lobby, he just had this stone area as you saw earlier. I was just jumping around and there were just shulkers where you could choose what you wanted, what character you wanted to play, with different levels of with different like armor sets and colors and weapons and stuff. It was really weird. The only good one was the one I got because it was the only one actually with a weapon, which was a bow. All of the characters were a bit weird. Like I think there were Pikachu, Mario, maybe like Mario. I know Grimm was in it for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, and then what you see right now is the only fighting arena where you can see like a village. That was actually a pretty smart idea to I think to have it like in front of that, and then have it so you fight like on the sides, which we're about to do. But it's just he didn't put any effort into it. He could have literally done this in an hour, less than that really. For the design, I gave it a 1.5 because the village itself is actually okay, but then you've got the rest, which is just plain awful. It's literally just got a stone area. So yeah, 1.5 for design. For the gameplay, I thought I would give it a 0.5. Yeah, just awful gameplay. And then for the last one, which is how close it is to the actual game, so how close is Sonic Super Smash Bros. To the real thing, and I decided to give that a 2 out of 10. So that means he got a total, so a 2 for that, 0.5 for gameplay, so 2.5, and then it was a 1.5 for design, which means that Sonic gets a total score of 4 out of 30. So not very good at all, but that's what you could deserve for like not putting an effort in your map. So yeah, let's now see which map came in third place. In third place was once again Ducktendo. So like I said, he submitted 2 maps. His first was Super Smash Bros. And for this, it wasn't another video game, it was a mobile game. And if you haven't already guessed, which I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't, it is for Crossy Road. So he made Crossy Road as his second game. And I'd say it's actually a lot better compared to his Super Smash Bros. Map, because, I mean, I'm not saying this is really good, I'm just saying it compared to the other one, it's good. But yeah, I think this was okay. It was okay to play at first, but it just needed so much more improvement with design, gameplay, all of it. Like I said last time, Sonic just really doesn't put enough effort into his building contest maps. It's just stupid. There's not really any point in him entering the contest if he won't put in effort. I mean, what you can see here, I could do in an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. It's just silly, but it's still fine to submit. But anyway, playing this was okay. It was a bit, I'd say it was probably too hard, really, and it wasn't big enough. It was all built out of concrete, and that's okay. Give off like a bright color vibe, but at the same time, you don't want too many bright colors. Like you need some natural stuff in there as well. I like the way, as you see on screen, I like the way he did the train with lava. I think that actually was one of his best parts about this. Yeah, that's it really. So I gave the design, like I said, because it's all concrete, I decided to give the design a 2 out of 10. For the gameplay, I gave it a 4. I actually think the gameplay is good, but like I said, it just needs so much more improvement. And you would needed a better way for you to get your health down quicker. And I think it's smart to use poison, but you could, I don't know, he just maybe could have done harming and then poison, so it was quicker. And then how close it is to the actual game, I gave it a 2 as well, which means that's a 2 for design, 2 for how close it was to the game, and then a 4 for gameplay, which means it got an 8 out of 10, which is double the score of his previous map. So yeah. Now we have the 2 final maps, so let's see which map came in second place. In second place was Lapapa. So he submitted a Left 4 Dead game in Minecraft, and I only did this I only played this and checked this map out 3 days ago. Well, 2 days ago for me, 3 days ago from when you guys are seeing this video, because I'm editing this video the day before its release. So, yeah, and I played this with Adrian. Actually, I'll talk about the gameplay after. So, as you can see, design of the map is very, very good. Apparently, it's based off the same town that you play, that you go in and play in the game in Left 4 Dead. And yeah, the design of the town is very, very good. I like all the different types of blocks used for all the different types of buildings. Some building blocks used in the buildings like that wall, and there was I think glass for the fire. It was okay. Yeah. So some of the building material wasn't too good in my opinion, but most of it was really good. So yeah. Yeah, so design was very, very good. And then when it comes to the gameplay, I played this with Adrian, and we were struggling a lot. This was a very hard game. So there were mob spawners everywhere for zombies and skeletons and zombie villagers, and they also had speed the whole time. And my God, they were very powerful. I'd say. I think it was very, very hard. I'd say probably too hard in my opinion, but well, maybe not too hard. Maybe just right. I don't know. There was a few couple problems with the gameplay where, as you just saw, I kept drinking healing potions and they didn't work. Only lingering healing potions sometimes worked, which was a bit of a problem. But it's just Bedrock being buggy. The stuff you got, it was okay. It just could have been implemented better because you just got a bow, some arrows, and some healing potions. The enchantments were good for it, and then along the way you get better equipment, which is good. And I think what's really good as well is when building things, you want to make the design very good, but you don't want to make it too good where it affects the gameplay. So for example, you wouldn't want to take a really good Minecraft city and put it into a survival games map, because gameplay wise it wouldn't be as good. You can change it to make it into that, but as a standalone city made into survival games, just like that, just add a few chests and stuff, it will work. However, the way that Alexis did his city, and it's the way you have to make your way through it, was really good. So that's really good with what he did with designing gameplay, where he implemented it, where it can be played really well, even though it's a great design. So yeah, that's a very good pointer. I've never played Left 4 Dead. I did see a bit of gameplay of it on YouTube, and it is really accurate. Obviously, it's Minecraft, so it's yeah, but yeah, I'd say it is accurate. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's everything. I did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun along the way. Lots of laughs. Me and Adrian had a good time, and then Alexis was just helping if there's any problems or anything. So yeah, very good fun. Maybe I think it's very fun to play with lots of people where they're just trying to make their way through. Maybe like it's a race to get to the end. So yeah, very good. So well done, you Alexis. So for the design. I gave it an 8.5. I would have given it higher, but like I said earlier, some of the building blocks on some of the buildings weren't too good in my opinion, so that's why it's an 8.5. The gameplay, I actually only gave a 6.5, and it's actually... I thought it was going to be quite higher, but the reason it's that level is because of a few problems. Its difficulty... it's not really Alexis's fault, but there was a lot of lag because of it being on Bedrock and stuff. But I won't include that. I just wanted to mention it. Yeah, so the ranking and scores isn't affected by that because it's not his fault. I think another problem with the gameplay was I think it could have been longer. Even though it was hard and a lot of time to get through, I think he just maybe could have made the game a bit longer. And also with the gameplay, the weapons and just the stuff you got, I think could have been better as well. So gameplay 6.5, and then I gave it a 7 out of 10 for how close it was to the real game. And also I gave the gameplay a bit of a lower score because of the management of how it was ran. Wasn't very good. So as you can see, I spawned outside the map. The healing potion sometimes didn't work. I think maybe some of the zombies were a bit maybe too fast and stuff like that. So yeah. So that means that with the design of an 8.5, a gameplay of 6.5, and how close it is to the real game, with a score of 7, Alexis's map gets a 22 out of 30. So very well done to you, Alexis. So yeah. Let's now see which map is the winner of the video game / mobile game / board game, etc. Implemented into Minecraft building contest. So that means the winner is L Animal. Well done, L. You are the winner of this building contest. So he built Overwatch in Minecraft. So I'm going to be honest, when I first played Overwatch, the proper game, I only played it for like once, and then I uninstalled. I didn't like it. I hate it. But it's just not my type of game. But I'm not going to let that affect this. So let's start off with design. Design of his main. So this is his map. He only has one map. Very good looking map with all the buildings and all the nature and just everything about the design here was very good. And yeah, and the lobby as well. His design for the lobby was good with the floor and the walls and everything, and even the roofs, the ceilings of some of the areas were really well done as well. So yeah, design for the whole thing was very, very good. Gameplay wise, I really enjoyed playing it, and gameplay in the lobby, setting up. I'll talk about that later actually. But the gameplay itself, when playing the actual game, it is very, very fun. But one of the biggest problems I did have with this was the amount of time needed for you to set up, and one of the problems with that is how many kits you could have. I think you could have like 5 attack. I think you could have like 15 kits submitted, or something like that, like some crazy amount. Like, and I know he had like 3 different groups of kits. I think one was like health, one was maybe melee, and one was range. I might be wrong, but there was 3 main types of kit, and you could choose. I think you could choose like 3 between like 2 and 5 for each kit. But the number changed for each kit. I don't know. It was around. It was each one was about 2 or 5, which means that for the for every game you were in, you could play. You could have like you could have like 12 kits to choose from every time you respawn. Now, I think that was a big problem. I think that was way too many. I think you should just have 1 health, 1 range, and 1 melee or something like that. Yeah, but no, that other than that, it was okay. But I will say also, the items with the kits were really, really specific and sophisticated with all the different types of weapons and potions and stuff like that you got. It was very, I don't know, it's just the kits were very sophisticated, and yeah, I just didn't like that. But it's fine. It's just, I don't know. But other than that, the gameplay was great. This whole map is one of the most innovative things, like maps, I've seen in Minecraft. The redstone for everything was great. From the 3, 2, 1 starting sound effects with note blocks when starting a round, the setting up with the shulker boxes containing the kits of the games, the health packs and stuff around the map that had timers that gave you stuff. All the lights and the redstone and the fireworks when you won a game. The redstone all the way through was great. So really, really great redstone, and just a very, very innovative game. So yeah, well done to Elle for that. And it's very close to Overwatch, I'd say. The map is, I think it's based off one of the Overwatch maps. Obviously you can't get guns and stuff in Minecraft, and of course bows and crossbows and throwable tridents are the next best thing, which he used a lot of, which makes sense. There wasn't many melee weapons, and I don't really know if you get many melee weapons in Overwatch, but I don't really like the idea of only ranged weapons in a game like Minecraft. You really need some melee as well, because it's not Call of Duty, it's not Overwatch, it's not any first-person shooter games. Obviously, you get ranged PvP sometimes, but it's not. At least for me, I don't think it's as big as melee. But anyway, I gave the design for this map, because of the town being a very, very good design with the buildings and the lobby and everything. I gave the design an 8.5. Yeah. For the gameplay, I gave it a 9. And the reason why it's a 9 and not a 10 is because that 1 point that was taken away from being the top 10 was the kit problem I had. But honestly, other than that, it was very, very good. And then how close it was to the real real Overwatch, I gave that an 8 as well. That means that for a final score for the map, it got a 25.5. So very, very well done, Elle. You were only 4.5 points from getting the top score from max score 30 out of 30. Very, very well done. This is one of the, like I said, it's one of the most innovative things I've ever seen in Minecraft. So very, very good job to you. Something else that L actually did with his Overwatch map was he made this. He made a trailer for the for his map, and the trailer is actually really good. I think it was a good video. Yeah, and I think that was maybe I didn't really think I could have put it in giving the map a score. So the trailer doesn't really affect the map score, but it's still like very good, and yeah, I just thought I'd put that on. So yeah, anyway, that is the end of the building contest. So in 4th place and 1st place was Sonic with his Super Smash Bros. And Crossy Roads games that he implemented into Minecraft. In 2nd place was Lapapa, who is always in all the building contests, gets very highest placements, and he also currently has the best building contest map of any with his custom battle map. And the winner ended up being El Animal, his first time in one of my building contests after being in the Battle of the Builds series. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this building contest series. I will be doing another one soon. I just need to think of a theme. But then after that, I'll make an information video on it, and then you guys can get to building for the next one. So I'll try to do something where lots of people can get involved. I'll try to do something exciting, which actually makes people want to join. And then you will see what happens when that one starts. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also hit the bell to get notified whenever new video stream is announced. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.